Some search for battles, others are born into it. Let's talk about the brand new movie, One Battle After Another. With this film, it is directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, as it is about this revolutionary group that goes into hiding. But 16 years later, their evil nemesis comes back looking for them. So this guy who was part of the revolution must rescue his daughter from the nemesis. And I've heard a lot of praise for this film, and rightfully so. As with this film, it stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Sean Penn, Benicio del Toro, Regina Hall, Teyana Taylor, and Sage Infinity. And the cast in this, they all gave great performances. This is a good movie with a great performance. But in this film, to me, there were two standouts. I do think that Teyana Taylor did great with her role, being the leader of this revolutionary group at the time. And Benicio del Toro was another standout in this film. Seeing how his character was helping Leo's character, and just the character in general, he was one that stood out. Pretty much just the cast in general, everyone in the cast did great. And with this film, it is an action thriller, which blends the two together because there's some cool action moments, and it does have its thrilling moments on as we're wondering what's going on, what's going to happen next. But also with this film, it does have some humorous moments. Weirdly enough, when it comes to Sean Penn's character. Like with this film, it does feel like it takes some subtle digs at some groups, as there's just a lot going on. We see the plot with the revolution in the beginning, then it jumps forward 16 years later, as we see Leo and his daughter, then Leo on the search for his daughter, the corrupt military official going after the daughter, and I did find all that very interesting, very compelling, and it is just very interesting to see how this revolution group is. Seeing what they stood for, what they were doing, all that in the very beginning was great, and I do wish we would have gotten more of that. Viva la resistance! I got to admit, I do think that there are parts in this film that are longer than it needed to be, but at the same time, this was such a great film to watch. There was just a lot going on, but yet it is just all super compelling at the same time. There are great characters, great performances in this, and there are some pretty cool action scenes, some cool thrilling scenes. That there are parts in this that could be funny at times. Another thing though is that it does feel like it just leaves off on some parts that's like, okay, what happens next to them? But regardless of all that, I enjoyed this film. I'm not gonna lie, it is not one of my favorites of the year like I've seen on many people's Letterboxd list. But I still think it was a really good film, and I do think that many people will enjoy this, especially if you're a fan of Leo, or if you're a fan of Paul Thomas Anderson, or if you're a fan of action thrillers in general. But have you seen One Battle After Another? If so, what are your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments below, and follow me for more.